There we go. So this is probably better to hear me this way. So this is going to be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever that may be. If you're dealing with the Pisces, strong Pisces in your energy or your other person's energy. So the top person is gonna be the masculine. Excuse me, it's gonna be the feminine energy, and then the bottom person is gonna be the masculine's energy. So that's how I queried the universe. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So the feminine energy in this reading, I feel like first of all, the overall energy, what's happening between you guys is the Ace of Wands upright. So that tells me that either this is a person that you just met, this might be a new person, or this could be like a coming together, starting anew. But regardless, it's passionate, it's new, it's inspiration. You guys want to come together, is what I'm seeing here. So let's go ahead and talk about what's in the feminine's energy. So I'm seeing that overall energy of the feminine is the Two of Swords and the Chariot. Chariot represents Cancer, so someone here could be a Cancer. Two of Swords is Libra Moon. Other signs that I see here, real quickly, also, we have all of the elements. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have the Hanged Man and the reading, which is your energy, Pisces. We also have the Tower, which represents Scorpio. We have the Cancer card again, and we have the Strength card, which is Leo. Okay, so I feel like the feminine energy is trying to balance out her emotions, and there's a need for her to make a decision on whether or not possibly you want to have this new start with this person. Right now, it looks like this new start is maybe just physical, but regardless, there's a lot of attraction for each other. I feel also like the feminine energy is Two of Swords usually is not wanting to make a decision and kind of ignoring the situation. See how she's got like blindfolds over her eyes? It's kind of like, I don't want to deal with this right now. And the Chariot represents you needing to, the feminine energy needing to go within and make some decisions about what they want to do. You're balancing your emotions, you're balancing, the outer world and the inner world, and you're not sure if you want to move towards this person. What I do see you doing is cutting this person out. So maybe you've cut this person out in the past. I feel like you're just trying to come through you have the Queen of Swords here in your energy, and I feel like you're trying to cut this person out, or you've done that already, or you're in the midst of doing that. Perhaps maybe because they weren't giving you what you wanted, and it may have just been, more of a physical relationship. But I see you cutting out the Eight of Wands, which is coming towards you from this bottom person down here, from the masculine, and you're moving on slowly. I don't think you've quite moved on, but it's kind of like you want to move on from this person, and it's taking some time to move on, because sometimes it's hard to move on from someone. And I feel like you're trying to be logical, you're trying to plan out your life, and if this person isn't giving you what you want, then you're wanting to move on. What you want from this person, here we have the Moon, the Eight of Pentacles, and Hanged Man reverse. I feel like you want this person to have a change of perspective. You want them to work. There's some things that are hidden. Maybe you want them to be more emotional. Maybe you want them to talk about or show their emotions. But regardless, I feel like with the Hanged Man here and the Eight of Pentacles, you want them to put focus and effort on you, and you want them to have a different perspective and to see things from your perspective. You want them to have a change, in how they're treating this relationship. Because the way that you view them and what seems to have happened, it looks like you view them as the Seven of Swords, as the Eight of Swords, in reverse and the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords in reverse tells me that something happened. This person at the bottom may have been lying, cheating, stealing, and it was found out. Because reverse is about, it coming out. And you see them, so that's how you see them. You see them as a liar, and you're not speaking to them anymore. So you see them as someone who you have left. You may have given them some choice words, especially with the Queen of Swords here, and they're kind of just, you know, left out on their own, feeling maybe trapped or something like that. But you basically see them as a liar, which is why you may not be accepting their Eight of Wands here. You're not going towards them, and you're cutting them out, and you're trying to make a decision on whether or not you want to move forward with them or you move forward on your own. As far as the masculine's energy, I see, so if you're a masculine or you're dealing with masculine, I see your overall energy as the Four of Swords in reverse. So overall, the masculine wants to come out of some sort of a break that's been taken. Um, Perhaps this person was the victim of some choice words from the feminine, and now there's a need to go into a break or to take a break, or you've taken a break and you're coming out. I think that you overall, there's something here that you're trying to avoid. In a way, you're trying to avoid the feminine, but you're not actually doing that. There may be a need for you to avoid the feminine. Um, but that we have the Tower reversed in the masculine's energy, so that's avoiding a disaster. That could also be still not telling the truth. Um, are you not receiving the truth? The Tower upright talks about um, the truth being revealed, and lies, a faulty foundation, coming down because it's built in sand, it's built in lies. But this, no one's being thrown out of the tower. The lies remain. It's not coming down. So, and with it, the Knight of Swords here, someone is not being. There's still a lack of truth. If there is conversation, there's a lot of arguing. I feel like, there's just a lot of arguing, sneaking. A lot of this too is there's just a lot of mental trickery, and just not being forthright, either coming from the feminine or that's what you're doing. I think what you're trying to do is get back to this. You want the Ten of Cups. I feel like that's what you're doing. That's what you're trying. You're trying to. You have the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like what you're trying to do is you're trying to establish this happy home with this person. But I really feel like there's just a lot of turmoil. I feel like the masculine's Eight of Wands is being turned down by the feminine, and there's just a lot of trickery and deceit and lies. Um, how what the masculine wants, either from this person or from yourself, is the willpower and the strength to move towards this person, or the willpower and the strength to deal with whatever this tower may be. Because reverse the tower, it's like avoiding a situation, and maybe there's a need to have some strength and some willpower to face it instead of try to avoid it. How you see the feminine, how the masculine sees the feminine, is the Queen of Swords again. So you see this person as cutting you out, maybe lecturing, giving you, some choice words, and turning her back on whatever you guys had, in the past. The Six of Cups is reversed, so you don't see this person as coming towards you, wanting to reminisce. You don't see them as really caring, as being nostalgic, or, you know, it's like they just don't even miss you. You feel like they don't even miss you and they're just completely turning their back on you. That's kind of how I feel like you're viewing the feminine energy, and that may be what she's doing because it looks like she's got the Queen of Swords, in her energy up top, or in, whoever the feminine energy is. So, what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and see where the energies align by the end of the week. See where the energies align for the feminine by the end of the week. Where the energies align. What is the feminine doing by the end of the week? It's too many. Okay, what is the likely outcome here? Likely outcome for the end of the week. Princess of Swords. So I feel like there might be some spying. Maybe the feminine is spying because, like I said earlier, mentally she knows she needs to move on. That's the best thing to do. And I'm saying she because it's feminine, but it could be whoever, but whoever's in that energy, because we all have masculine and feminine energy. But I don't think it's an easy thing to do because obviously, if she wants you to show emotion, and you must have heard her at some point, she probably wants this relationship, but needs to move on. So, Two of Wands, reverse came out. So, still not making any decisions, not really taking action. What's in the masculine's energy? What is in the masculine's energy? End of the week, masculine. What's going on with the masculine? End of the week. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like the masculine, so we have this, this Ace of Wands is the overall energy. I feel like the masculine wants to have this new start, and the feminine is trying to decide if that is what, she wants to do, and trying to be logical about it. And coming towards the masculine slowly, or just having a really hard time moving on. So let's just get one more card for the Prince of Cups. Yeah, I think the feminine might offer some type of an apology. I think they're going to try to make things right. They want to make things right, but I feel like there's still an energy of not being totally honest and telling, the not letting the tower really fall. Or maybe you just don't want this breakup, and so they're just, they're trying to avoid this relationship from crumbling. So I'll go ahead and pull a romance angel. Let's do that. So okay, we got stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. It came out upside down. So I feel like, you need to stay positive and optimistic. Perhaps, well, someone needs to, because maybe whatever has happened has really caused someone to be really emotional. We have the moon here. We have the Libra moon here as well, which is trying to avoid, making a decision about something. So there's a need to remain optimistic. And that way, you can call in the proper soulmate, whether it's this other person or not. Remain optimistic so that you can call in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you two together. All right, Pisces, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you for watching. I hope this provided some clarity on your situation, and you have a blessed week.